Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel! For those of you who are new here, my name is Melia, and today I'm really excited to bring you a special movie review for my final exam project. So we'll be diving into interesting world of cinema movie review, exploring one of the most intriguing films of 2024, Heretic. You ever heard it? Yeah. So there will be spoiler, so watch out. Grab your popcorn and sit back. Before we jump into the review, let's take a moment to appreciate why movies hold such a special place in our hearts and minds. Films are not just a source of entertainment, they are a powerful form of storytelling, a reflection of our society, and a way to explore human experience. Through the magic of cinema, we are transported to different worlds. We live through the eyes of various characters and we experience emotions that resonate deeply with our own lives. Whether it's a heartwarming romance, a spine-chilling thriller, or a thought-provoking drama, movies have the unique ability to attract and inspire us. Who agree with me? So, without any further ado, let's take a closer look at Heretic 2024 and see what makes it a standout film of the year. Well, as I mentioned earlier, now we are discussing what is in Heretic. First, I will show you the synopsis. Yeah, that's right. Heretic 2024. Directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods with A24 House Production, is an intense psychological thriller that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew and keep you on the edge of your seat. The film stars Hugh Grant as Mr. Reed, a diabolical character who captures two young Mormon missionaries, Sophie Thatcher as Sister Barnes and Chloe East as Sister Paxton in a deadly game of cat and mouse. When the missionaries knock on Mr. Reed's door seeking to share their faith, they are met with unexpected challenges that test their beliefs and resolve. As the situation rises, the film dives deep into themes of religious doctrine, faith, and the terrifying nature of belief. So, with its intense atmosphere and stellar performances, Heretic is exploring the human psyche and the power of conviction. So, are you ready for a thrilling ride that will make you question everything? Join me as we delve into the chilling world of Heretic 2024. So, in Heretic, two key literary elements stand out that boost the film's narrative and emotional depth: the suspense and the character development. So I found this. Now let's discuss about these two. First, the suspense as the narrative atmosphere. I agree that the director Scott Beck and Brian Woods masterfully built tension throughout the film, creating a sense of upcoming danger and uncertainty. Take a look. From the moment the young missionaries knock on Mr. Reed's door, the atmosphere is charged with an obvious sense of dread. The filmmakers use a combination of airy sound design, tight pacing, and unexpected twists to maintain a constant state of suspense. We then question what will happen next and who can be trusted. Second is the character development. So the characters of Sister Barnes, Sophie Thatcher, and Sister Paxton, Chloe East, undergo extreme transformations as they face harrowing challenges. Their faith and resilience are tested, revealing deeper layers of their personalities and beliefs. So Hugh Grant's portrayal of Mr. Reed adds complexity to the antagonist, making him a multidimensional character whose motivations and actions are shrouded in mystery. Some interesting thoughts presented on religious institutions and the influence that they manufacture. The most of the questions are delivered by an irresistible Hugh Grant as Mr. Reed, who delivers some of his best work ever, and I think that this movie works more as a simple tight-knit, frenzied cat and mouse horror comedy than a spiritual thinker, but it's still a pretty fun time nonetheless, and I will share some of the cultural elements in this movie. The first is religious doctrine and faith. As I said before, this escalates and evolves its overly ridiculous situation totally coheres together. How interesting or intelligent its ideological, philosophical debate about belief as control ultimately is. But guys, is it a good excuse for this to have fun as a pure whale-oriented thriller? Hugh Grant plays his manipulative know-it-all creep in that perfect charming register only he could, that is used to lure on the impressionable politeness of the two Mormon missionaries so that he can challenge their faith in a series of sadistic cat and mouse games. Imagine when the missionaries Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton first enter Mr. Reed's house, they discuss Mormon history and religious beliefs. Mr. Reed challenged the sisters' faith by questioning the existence of his wife, drawing parallels to their belief in God. The second cultural element I found is the use of modern technology versus traditional beliefs. I can't imagine anything more terrifying than being locked in Hugh Grant's house that is so complex to open the door, and also the basement as he mansplains religion, Radiohead, back sound, and board games. How could you? The missionaries use modern technology, such as cell phones, while Mystery's house is filled with analog oddities like lights and mechanical timers. This contrast between modernity and traditional, you agree with me, right? When the sisters try to call Elder Kennedy but find no service due to the metal walls of Mr. Reed's house, how clash between contemporary technology and the World War setting. The next cultural element I found is gender roles and expectations. So the rule that the missionaries must have a woman present in the house before entering is a reflection of traditional gender roles and expectations within the Mormon faith. So Mr. Reed's wife is mentioned as a condition for the missionaries to enter his house, showing the cultural expectation placed on women and the protective measures taken to ensure their safety. You know that the situation, the man who rambles about obscure ideas for hours and assert control over women's bodies while convincing them that it was actually their own ideas? What a psych! So the girls are cold and it smells like Mr. Reed's wife is cooking up a wonderfully blueberry pie that turns out it was a candle with a blueberry pie scent as the fragrant pie in the kitchen. That's mind-blowing. Then again, the church safety rules set out that female missionaries should never share a room without another woman present, and those pies sure have been in the oven for an awfully long time. So these innocent ladies begin to fear that something more sinister is about to happen. Like, does Mr. Reed even have a wife? Or like so many of their Bible teachings, have the girls simply accepted the not able to be verified claim on the blind faith of raised believers. The next cultural element I find is symbolism of belief and disbelief scenes that serves as a metaphor for the spiritual choices one faces in life, the struggle between faith and skepticism. Yeah, this moment when Mr. Reed presents the sisters with two doors labeled belief and disbelief. This movie leaves itself with no other option but to have some cheeky fun at God's expense. Oh my god, like. How about the attention to the challenges and prejudice faced by those two girls? Mr. Reed traps the missionaries, Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton, in his house and subjects them to psychological and physical torment. Needless to say, Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton's convictions will be tested in a wild variety of different ways during the course of the night to come. This scene highlights the extreme hostility and violence that religious individuals, especially women, can face. So this reflects the broader issue of religious intolerance and the dangers that missionaries and believers can encounter when their faith is challenged or disrespected. You agree with me? So, this movie, I like it much more than I was expecting. Triangle gripping, three standout performance of the actors had me hooked from the jump. Sure, I could see the religious motives coming from a mile away, but the way they handled them, chef's kiss. It's not easy fit to tackle religion versus belief versus critical thinking under 2 hours span without making it feel like a religion for dummies crash course. But throw in some brain teasers, a few good old-fashioned stabbings, and nail-biting standoffs, and you've got to be kidding me! You've got a film that skims the surface without sinking, even though I'm pretty sure I don't really understand the context, but the tense, the guts that rise when you know that something is being questioning. Bravo! And that wraps up our deep dive into Heretic 2024. So I hope you enjoyed exploring the twist, turn, and intense moment of this psychological thriller as much as I did. So yeah, movies are more than just entertainment. Right? They are a window into different worlds, ideas, and perspectives. So if you find this review insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Heretic. Have you seen it? And what did you think about the themes, the characters, and the story? So drop your comments below and let's get the conversation started. Okay, thank you for joining me today. Until next time, keep watching, keep exploring, and keep questioning. See you again.